8 famous people who got away with killing someone. 1. Matthew Broderick. Broderick is known for Manchester by the Sea and Modern Family. In 1987, he was in Ireland with his girlfriend, Jennifer Grey. Their car swerved and hit a Volvo head-on. Broderick and Grey survived. The driver of the other car and her mother did not. Broderick was charged with causing death by reckless driving. The charge was then reduced to reckless driving. He ended up paying a $175 fine. Grey broke up with him. 2. Alec Baldwin. In 2021, Baldwin discharged a prop gun on the set. It turned out to be loaded with live rounds. Baldwin's shot killed cinematographer Helena Hutchins. Director Joel Souza was injured. The Hutchins family filed a wrongful death suit against Baldwin. He settled with them out of court. Still, the DA charged him with 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter. Baldwin pleaded not guilty. The charges were eventually dropped. 3. Caitlyn Jenner. In 2015, Jenner's SUV ran into a car on the Pacific Coast Highway. The impact was fatal for the driver. She was an animal rights activist named Kim Howe. The collision involved multiple vehicles. It's still unclear what exactly happened as accounts differ. Prosecutors declined to file criminal charges. However, 3 civil lawsuits were filed against Jenner. She was sued by Howe's stepchildren and other involved drivers. Jenner settled with them out of court. 4. Keith Moon. In 1970, the Who drummer went for a night out. His entourage included his wife and his friend Neil Boland. When they left the pub, the group was attacked by an angry mob. Moon and his wife retreated into a car. An intoxicated Moon attempted to drive out of the mess. He ended up running over his Boland. The death was ruled an accident. 5. Rebecca Gayheart. Rebecca appeared in Scream 2 and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. In 2001, she ran over 9-year-old Jorge Cruz Jr. The boy was crossing a street in LA. Gayheart paid $10,000 to his family. She pleaded no contest to vehicular manslaughter. She got off with 3 years on probation. 6. Laura Bush. The accident happened when she was still Laura Welch. The future First Lady was 17 and living in Midland, Texas. She was out for a drive with a girlfriend. Laura ran a stoplight and crashed into another car. The impact killed the other car's driver, Michael D. Douglas. Douglas was her close friend and rumored boyfriend. Laura and her passenger got away with minor injuries. She was not charged in the incident. 7. Scott Hall. The wrestler was known as Diamond Stud and Razor Ramon. In 1983, he got into an altercation outside a nightclub in Orlando. Hall wrestled a gun from the guy he was arguing with. Then he shot the man in the head. He was charged with second-degree murder. Hall claimed it was self-defense. The charges were dropped due to lack of evidence. 8. William S. Burroughs. In 1950, Burroughs and his wife Joan Vollmer moved to Mexico. One night, Burroughs got falling down drunk. He took out a gun and told Joan,
"It's time for our William Tell act."
Apparently, they'd never done it before. Vollmer was also drunk and suffering from amphetamine withdrawal. She obliged him by putting a highball glass on her head. Burroughs shot Vollmer in the head, killing her immediately. His friend bribed the authorities. They let Burroughs stay home until the trial. He fled to the U.S. and was sentenced for 2 years in absentia.